The 2025-26 season is witnessing a near-perfect version of Bruno Fernandes since the day he first arrived at Manchester United. In the context of the Manchester club entering a volatile transition period as they long to reclaim their rightful status in the Premier League, it is the Portuguese captain who has become the greatest anchor, both technically and mentally. The statistics are not merely dry data points. They are living proof of Fernandes' overriding influence. Through the bulk of the season's journey, he has netted 7 goals and leads the entire league with 14 assists, while also becoming one of only 2 players, alongside Erling Haaland, to register at least 20 direct goal involvements. This is not just the output of an elite attacking midfielder, but the hallmark of a true leader who always knows how to appear at the exact moment his team needs him most. Fernandes' brilliance is inseparable from the overall progress of Manchester United under Michael Carrick. In the tactical system constructed by the manager, Fernandes is the heart, the brain, and the connector of every unit. He does not simply play the role of creator or goal scorer. He is the operational center of the gameplay, where every passage of play passes through him, and the tempo of the match is regulated according to his will. From razor-sharp line-breaking passes to maneuvers in tight spaces, Fernandes consistently displays superior sophistication and sharpness. That influence has helped Manchester United climb to 3rd in the table, holding a significant advantage in the race for next season's UEFA Champions League berths. But more importantly, it is the manner in which they are winning, with Fernandes playing the central role in every deployment scheme. He doesn't just make a difference through flashes of brilliance, he maintains consistency throughout, something very few high-level players can achieve over a long and grueling Premier League campaign. Recognition from the fans is also a clear indicator of Fernandes' stature. In the ongoing Player of the Season poll conducted by the Premier League organizers, the Portuguese midfielder is currently leading with approximately 47% of the votes, far ahead of other prominent names like Dominic Szoboszlai, Gabriel Magalhães, and Antoine Semenyo. That gap reflects not only form, but a widespread acknowledgement of Fernandes' irreplaceable role. The performance against Aston Villa was the clearest testament to everything Fernandes brings to the table. In Manchester United's 3-1 victory, he contributed 2 assists, directly involved in the majority of the home side's goals. From the precise corner kick for Casemiro to open the scoring to the on a silver platter pass that set up Matheus Cunha, every move bore the hallmark of a world-class conductor. Those 2 assists were significant, not just within the framework of a single match, but because they helped Fernandes reach a historic milestone. He surpassed the record of 15 assists in a single Premier League season for Manchester United, held by the legendary David Beckham, established in the 1999/2000 season. This is a symbolic achievement, as Beckham has long been considered the benchmark for the creative role at Old Trafford. For Fernandes to eclipse that mark not only affirms his individual class, but shows he is rewriting the history of the club itself. Fernandes' ambition, naturally, does not stop there. With 8 matches remaining, he has every opportunity to approach or even break the record of 20 assists in a Premier League season, a milestone currently held by legends Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. If he achieves this, Fernandes will not only enter Manchester United history, but also cement his name among the greatest creative midfielders the league has ever seen. It is worth noting that Fernandes' contribution is not limited to the attacking front. In the match against Aston Villa, he displayed another facet of his game: tenacity and defensive responsibility. With 9 defensive involvements, 6 ball recoveries, and a series of intelligent off-the-ball movements, Fernandes showed he is not the type of player who only shines when in possession, but is also willing to sacrifice for the collective. That all-around capability is precisely why Michael Carrick has been unstinting in his praise for his pupil. But in reality, praise at this point perhaps becomes redundant, as what Fernandes displays on the pitch speaks for itself. He does not need superlatives to validate himself because with every passing match, he continues to prove his value in the clearest and most convincing way. Beyond individual records, Fernandes also reached the milestone of 100 assists for Manchester United across all competitions, a symbolic figure representing durability and stability over many seasons. In a squad that has undergone no small amount of turnover in personnel and tactics, Fernandes has always remained the anchor, the one who keeps the team's play from fracturing. If he continues to maintain his current form, the possibility of Fernandes winning the Premier League Player of the Season award is entirely feasible. The last time a Manchester United player achieved this was Nemanja Vidic in the 2010-11 season. Before that, legends like Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Peter Schmeichel, and Ruud van Nistelrooy were also honored. For Fernandes to extend that list would be a well-deserved recognition of an extraordinary season. The statistics clearly reflect Fernandes' importance, but what is remarkable is how he translates them into a direct impact on the team's results. According to statistics, Fernandes' goals and assists have earned Manchester United 25 points this season. This is an extremely impressive figure, placing him among the players with the greatest impact in the club's history. Only Robin van Persie in the 2012-13 season with 38 points, and Eric Cantona in 1993-94 with 26 points created a larger impact using similar metrics. The fact that Fernandes stands alongside such legends shows he is experiencing an iconic season. What sets Fernandes apart is not just the numbers, but the timing of his influence. In many key matches, when Manchester United faces difficulties or a deadlock, it is Fernandes who breaks the stalemate with a decisive pass or a moment of magic. He is not the type of player who merely pads statistics in easy victories, but the one who directly drags the team through their toughest moments. Under Michael Carrick, Fernandes' role has become even more defined. He is the centerpiece of the tactical operation, the bridge between the midfield and the attack, and the one who dictates the game's tempo. His ability to read situations and make quick, accurate decisions allows Fernandes to stay one step ahead of the opposition, creating advantages for his teammates. Beyond assisting or scoring, he is actively involved in the build-up from the defensive third, even dropping deep to support the defense when necessary. It is this versatility that makes Fernandes an indispensable player in the current Manchester United lineup. Carrick has made no secret of his view, asserting that this is a player the team cannot afford to lose. To him, Fernandes is not just an outstanding individual, but a player who frequently produces decisive moments, the factor that differentiates a mid-table side from a title contender. However, the paradox lies in the fact that Fernandes' future at Old Trafford is not yet fully guaranteed. Last summer, he received an attractive offer from Al Hilal, one of the most ambitious clubs in the Middle East. Although he declined it to stay with Manchester United, Fernandes himself admitted that his future is not completely settled. Fernandes' current contract contains a release clause valued at £57 million, a figure not overly large compared to his actual value in today's transfer market. This means the power of decision partly rests in the hands of the Portuguese midfielder himself. If a club is ambitious enough and ready to meet his personal terms, the possibility of Fernandes considering a departure could certainly happen. In that context, Manchester United securing a UEFA Champions League spot could become a turning point. For a player of Fernandes' caliber, competing in Europe's most prestigious arena is not just a goal, but a standard. If the club cannot meet this requirement, it will be very difficult to retain him in the long term, despite the affection and bond built over many years. Nevertheless, looking at what Fernandes is currently delivering, it is clear he is still giving his all for Manchester United. There is no sign of distraction or lack of focus in his play. On the contrary, with every match that passes, Fernandes continues to prove his role as the spearhead, both technically and spiritually. He plays with a level of enthusiasm, determination, and hunger for victory, as if his future were never in question. The season has not yet concluded, and many challenges still lie ahead for Manchester United. But regardless of the final outcome, one thing is almost certain: Bruno Fernandes' mark on this season will be talked about for many years to come. Not just because of the impressive numbers, but because of the way he carries the team, inspires them, and defines their identity on the pitch. In a period where Manchester United is still searching for its true self, Fernandes is the clearest answer to the question of a true leader. The Premier League still has a way to go this season, but based on what has been shown, it is hard to find a name more deserving than Bruno Fernandes for the highest individual honor. It is not just the numbers, not just the records, but the comprehensive influence and leadership role that make him different. In Manchester United's journey to find their former glory, Fernandes is not just the guide, but the symbol of the ambition and faith of an entire club.